YouTube, it's Bethany from Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration. In today's tutorial, I'm going to try out a new paint line. It's called Maison Blanche. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I know it's a French name. The company's based in Texas, but the name is French, so my apologies if I'm not pronouncing it right. I'm not the best with pronouncing words at times, but I believe it's Maison Blanche. Looks like this, really pretty vintage-y label. And I'm gonna be using the paint color Antique Blue. Sounds simple enough, right? The color looks like, do you see my metal chairs back there? It looks like that. It's really pale. It's like a sky blue. And I'm going to be painting two little items. They hang on the wall, and I picked them up from the Goodwill over a year ago. Yeah, I've had them that long. And I debated. I was like, do I sell these or do I keep them? And the reason why I love them so much is because they reminded me of my childhood. So let's see what I'm going to paint today with this awesome paint. Do you guys remember these? I'm so aging myself, but to the people that are in my age bracket, do you remember these? A giant spoon and a giant fork. Every kitchen dining room in America had these in the 70s and 80s, I swear. I know my mom had a pair, and most of them look like this dark wood, mahogany colored. And so I'm gonna paint these today. So before people drop me comments and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe you painted those, blah, 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 save your comments, okay? I'm going to paint them because I think they would look prettier painted, lighter. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to paint them white, and then I'm going to paint them with the Maison Blanche Antique Blue, and then I'm going to distress them a little bit, and then I'm going to hang them on the wall, on this wall right there. I got the perfect spot for them, and they're going to match my blue metal chairs, and I think they'll coordinate just beautifully. So I'm really excited to finally get these painted and up on my wall. Okay, big spider alert down in the basement. I'm gonna use my big spoon. And yeah, I'm gonna kill it. Come here, you son of a... Oh, that's so nasty. Yeah, I got him. Thank you, spoon. We're gonna have to clean you off. Okay, that was just so foul, that spider. Ugh, and the crunching noise. Ugh. Anyways, if you are new to my channel, I am known as being a big prepper. So when I say a big prepper, I don't just paint things and just jump right into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the big fork and the big spoon. And I use a product called Crud Cutter. I really love this stuff. So I'm gonna give it a good cleaning before I start priming these and then actually painting them. So I'm gonna do it on a time lapse. I'm going to clean them with just this and a paper towel. Really simple, just to get, I can see that these are dusty and they probably just have some grime on them that I can't see. So we're gonna get them all nice and clean. Painting the first coat. I'm going to just use some, here, I'll get down here. Woo. I'm going to just use some Valspar Crisp Linen is the color. The last time I went to Lowe's and got this color, instead of her making me a quart, she made me a whole gallon. But she gave me the quart price, so woohoo, win-win for me. So I've been trying to use it up as much as I can, so that's what you're gonna see me do in this time-lapse video. That's what I'm painting. It has a flat sheen to it, and the brush that I'm gonna be using is a Klingon brush. It's one of their short handle ones. My little nickname for these are the little Chubba Wubba brushes, but it has a number on it. It is a S30. So that's what you're gonna see me be doing in this next time-lapse, okay? of the white paint. It's looking good on my spoon and my fork. So now I'm gonna begin the fun part, making them blue. So, I got my paint. It has been stirred. I got my Klingon brush that I love. And we're gonna try this paint. I already like that I'm noticing this paint has really no smell to it. Sometimes the paint that I use, like an enamel paint, has definitely a stronger scent to this. This is a chalk paint, this brand that I'm using. And what I love about chalk paint, it doesn't have those fumes that like an oil-based paint, or sometimes even a stronger water-based latex paint will have. I really like this color. Oh, this is so pretty. This is gonna match my metal chairs perfectly. Love it. And the reason why I put white on is I do want to distress this, give it some dimension. I don't want them being like too blue. Sometimes when you paint, you know, a dresser, a side table, and you just paint it one color, it can leave it very flat dimension-wise. And so I always like to add either just like distressing, or I'm a big fan of the two-tone look, like sanding the top of a piece, and then like painting the legs and the shell of a piece of furniture. I'd like to add a little bit of dimension to my pieces, anything that I'm working on. I really like this paint. Oh my gosh. It's going on really smooth, you guys, like really good coverage for a light color. A lot of times with a light color, you don't get very good coverage. This is such a pretty color. It is. This is an antique blue. I really, really like this. Oh my gosh, this is gonna look phenomenal. These are gonna look so different. All right, my fork is done for the most part on the front side. That went really, really fast. Boom. All right, now we're gonna do the spoon. What I'm gonna do, so you can see the color better, I'm gonna switch my camera so you guys can get a downward look, so you can really see this color up close and personal, because it is so pretty. Gorgeous blue color. I don't know what it is, I'm really into light blue right now. I know it's fall time, I know we're supposed to be into like darker colors. I don't know, I'm more into springtime blue. So my kitchen upstairs, this is my first house, and I love my kitchen and how open my space is with my living room. I got a lot of beautiful natural light coming in, and I just wanted to do my colors up in my kitchen and dining room area. I'm doing light blues like this with some like a pale yellow, grays and whites. I just want it to be just happy. And when I saw this color, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna match my metal chairs perfectly. I really like this paint. So what I'm noticing, there's like, it goes on really smooth. Sometimes with chalk paint, it can get gloopy and dry almost too fast sometimes. And it can ball up, and I'm noticing with this, it's just, that is not happening at all. So I'm really impressed. This is the first time I've used this paint line. I've not used it before. I have used their waxes. I absolutely love their waxes, and I'm gonna be doing a tutorial on their waxes. I love them even more than Annie Salone, who I've always used her waxes, and I have definitely changed over to this brand because it just goes on faster and it's easier to apply, and I like the sheen better, and it's just easier to work with. So I've used their clear wax, and I've used they have a darker wax. And so be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna do a wax tutorial soon on this brand. I hope you guys can see this color. So, so pretty. It's called Antique Blue. And I'm gonna be doing an end table in this color as well. Very, very soon. Oh, it's just like the right shade of blue. It's not too blue, it's not too gray, it's just perfect. All right, I'm gonna do a close-up so you guys can really see this color. Again, this is the first coat. I'll be putting on a second coat, and then I'm gonna be distressing along the edges here to let that white paint come through along with some of that dark wood underneath. So we're gonna give it a lot of dimension here. So here's a close-up of the fork and spoon after the first coat of the antique blue. I'm holding up a white paper plate just so you guys can see some contrast. Sometimes it's hard to see over a camera how blue something is, how dark it is. And then when I put like a white plate, you can really see the difference in the color. Like I said, this is a very pale blue. It's really pretty. It's looking so good. I am loving this paint and this color. Okay, you guys, I just finished with my second coat on the fork and spoon, just on the back side of them. And it looks like I'm only gonna need 2 coats, which is great, because sometimes with a lighter color, you may need to do more than 2 coats. So I'm really impressed with this line of paint, with the coverage that I'm getting with it, how smooth it is. It doesn't have a smell at all, and it's drying relatively quickly. You'll get that with chalk paint. It usually dries faster than other paints. So I'm really, really enjoying using this paint. So I'm definitely gonna probably try out another color. This was my first color that I picked out, the antique blue, and I'm really, really impressed. Again, this paint is called, again, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's Maison Blanche. It's a French name, but the company is based out of Fort Worth, Texas, and they have a website. Go check them out. They have a Facebook, they're on Instagram. So I'm really, really impressed with their paint. I'm definitely gonna try out another color. And like I said before, while I was painting, I've already tried out their waxes. I absolutely love their waxes. They're my new go-to line of waxes. So I'm gonna wax these when I get done, and I'm gonna do another tutorial on that, show you guys their clear wax, because I've already used it and I need to show you guys how wonderful it is. So I'm going to end this tutorial on the Maison Blanche Chalk paint. Again, I just love it. If you guys want to check them out, maybe I'll be able to provide a link underneath this video for you. If not, go check out their social media and you won't be disappointed with this paint. I can't get over it. Sometimes I try new paint and I'm kind of like, it was all right. This one, I'm truly impressed just with the coverage. Usually with a light color, I need multiple coats, and this is a really, really pretty color. So I can't wait to get these up on my wall. At the end of this video, I'm gonna put some after photos so you guys can see what these look like in my kitchen. So if you have not subscribed to my channel and you're new here, welcome. Thank you for watching. There is a subscribe button. It's in the lower right-hand corner. It's a red button. You can't miss it. Click on that. Once you subscribe, then you'll be alerted every time I upload a new tutorial. Now, most of my tutorials are all about refinishing antique and vintage furniture and everything that falls under that, which is like a gazillion things. But I'm also starting to branch out and do some like do-it-yourself, home maintenance type videos because I just bought my first home. So kind of dabbling in that as well, but most of my videos are about refinishing furniture. So if you're new, please like this video if you found it helpful. If you have any questions about this particular paint, please drop it in the comment section. I'm pretty quick with responding to questions that people have. And if you are a follower and you do subscribe to my channel, Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. If you guys have any ideas for any future tutorials, something that you're confused on, that you're like, hey, could you do a tutorial on this? Could you show me this? Could you try this product out? I'd love to try. I love trying new products out and giving my truthful opinion on them. I will give you my truthful opinion. Some things I like better than others. This is a winner, this paint. Go try this chalk paint. Thank you so much for joining me. Biscuit is upstairs. He usually does my little sign off with me, but he's sleeping. It's 1 in the morning. It is really late here, but my kids aren't home, so I'm trying to do a whole bunch of things. So thank you. I'm gonna quit rambling until I see you guys again. Toodaloo, bye.